Welcome back to episode 9 of Be on the Couch.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for these glasses. Where did these come from?
No, they're nice cocktail glasses. A few years ago, bought them out. I didn't have the fancy little glasses.
Little whiskey glasses. Yeah,
nah.
but there is an element of sophistication, isn't there, with a little martini glass?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And it tastes nice.
I think it might taste better.
Yeah. Ginger beer tastes the same as anything.
Yeah, true. Good point.
It does, doesn't it?
Good point.
What have you been up to?
Not much, mate. Not much. Just back at work, getting things done as we've got to.
Yeah.
Got to pay the bills now. Got to play football. Not getting any extra income, so
Yeah.
got to work,
Yeah. You got your weekends back though, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good. I love having weekends back, not training. Like you, how far do you have to drive on the weekend?
Oh, where was it on?
Brisbane City.
Brisbane City, and then it was Tuesday night was at North Brisbane. Nudgee College. Good facility down at Nudgee College, though.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've played there before. It's a great facility, but long drive.
Yeah, they reversed our fixture. We got had a game obviously Tuesday night, and it was meant to be at home, and they reversed it on Monday night. I think about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
the squaddy updated. An hour and 15. Change the direction, different location.
Unlucky.
Get the game done. You need to get the games played though, eh?
No, you do.
Cancellations.
Speaking of driving, heard yesterday's game, East versus Sunny Coast. They got to the game. East drove all the way to the Sunny Coast on a Tuesday, did the warm up, and the game got binned during the warm up. Yeah, Ming and A. That's what Rigby told me. It's just so driving up there, and then that's rescheduled again, so you've got to go back up on another Tuesday.
Yeah.
In another week. It's just terrible.
Yeah, well, it would have been. It's probably a good hour drive out to Sunny Coast from the East players.
Ming and A.
But yeah, no, not the result.
It just keeps raining. I've not seen it. We always get games cancelled during the season, usually around this part.
Yeah.
But not this many. Well, obviously we had the cyclone, but it's just a bit unusual. But they'll get the games going. FQ released a statement saying they're working hard to get them all played. So
there's nothing you can really do, is there?
No, there isn't.
I saw a few comments. Like that SEQ community page is pretty good. That Facebook page, I like to follow. They've got people posting good stuff on there. But someone was coming the other day saying just reverse the fixtures, get the game played. But it does damage the fields.
And it's rained everywhere.
It's
you can't
rained
really reverse fixtures because it's rained from Gold Coast to Sunny Coast. Everyone's screwed. What are you going to do?
Every time, every game seems to be getting rained out. But if it does, you do play on the fields when they're like this. It just takes months and months of recovery, doesn't it?
It does. We've had it before. I think at Strikers in every club. You play a few too many games when it rains, and then by the back end of the season, it's just a cow paddock.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unplayable. But speaking of reversing things, we need to redact the statement we made last podcast.
Yeah, we did.
So we did. I had my tinfoil hat on. I was being a conspiracy theorist because I like my Joe Rogan. I like my conspiracy. So we looked into the Wynnum departure of Graham Fife and Danny Byrne, and we were thinking, something's a bit off.
Something was off there.
So we thought they might have got sacked, but they haven't. I've had a few players reach out and let me know, no, they've definitely resigned. It was on their own terms. I do hear there was a bit of an issue at the club though. Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything regarding it.
Tinfoil hat's back on.
Yeah.
Apparently if you drop the owner's son, shit goes south real quick. So if the owner's involved and his son's in your team, just start him if you want to stay. Just start him. But I think when he got dropped, they won 2 games. So it's not results based.
And that's what you've
That's
on
the grapevine. A few players have reached out, they've been in the old air, been in the DMs, and let me know that might have been the reason. And I checked and it's true, he wasn't playing. So, could be the reason.
That could be the reason. It happens, isn't it?
It does. I think, it's different with owner and son. The money man, if he's paying everyone and he wants his son to play, you don't really want that. It's not good for the club having someone playing. Even if they're good players, it sort of makes it seem like they're not as good because it's you're only here because of your dad. Yeah,
it can become a bit tough.
Yeah.
But even for them, it can be tough.
Even for the kid,
even for the player itself, it can be tough.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure there's a reason if he changed up the squad and to doubt him and stuff and to him to leave is pretty sad. But
no, it is. He'll do fine. He'll get another club.
100%. Sure, definitely someone else would take him. There's a lot of comments on there for the Brisbane Roar job when that was coming around.
Yeah, before. I saw that.
But he was at the Brisbane Roar before, back in the juniors and that. And I think he might know what it's like. I think he understands. I think a few people have an understanding. Obviously, if an A-League job comes in, he's probably going to take it because why wouldn't he?
Yeah,
but I think he doesn't understand. But I think that's not really the right move for me.
And those A-League roles, they only go to ex-A-League players or overseas coaches. They're not going to really hire someone from NPL because they kind of look down on it a bit. The A-League, don't they?
Yeah.
So they're not going to hire up. You'd have to work your way up being youth teams, but no one wants to do youth team coach for an A-League team, it's not a full-time job.
No.
So, like, what's the point at the end of the day?
Yeah, what is the point?
You know, it's difficult. But speaking of owners, did you see the Notts Forest owner go on the field?
No, I didn't see that.
So, Taiwo Awaniyi, I think his name is, the big lad, Nigerian lad up front, absolute unit.
He is a unit, strong, isn't he?
Yeah, he got injured, he slid and hit the post, and the medical staff like assessed him and were like, yeah, you can play on. And he tried playing on and he had to come back off and he got rushed to hospital, had to have like emergency surgery and was in a coma. So they're saying he's alright now, but apparently the owner was on the field and sort of got clipped and he's on the pitch like having a go at Nuno, the coach.
Yeah.
And he's saying, so the owner's saying, oh, it's because of that, like he didn't look out for the players. But then I saw all over social media and other football podcasts talking about it, just being like, oh, it's so out of order, an owner should never be on the field. But I think that's absolutely stupid. Like, if you pay the bills, do you know what I mean? He pays your wage. In every other line of work in the world, you can, if you own a business and someone's rubbish or you're not happy, you just go and tell them. Yeah. But for some reason in football, it's like the owner should never be involved. And it's like, what, so you should just pay you $300k a week and just leave you? Do you know what I mean? Do you agree?
I agree to some extent. I feel like an owner could be upset and come in and have a little whinge at the boys or say demanding more. But like at the end of the day, they're bringing these coaches in because they want to play their style. Yeah. If you're a coach as well, imagine having someone else having another opinion above you or coming in and then you lose that respect from players because these...
Yeah, no, I think they can come in and have a crack. They can't come in and say, we're playing this way, you've got to start this lad.
Yeah.
Like, they can't change the team or tactics. But I feel like they're 100% entitled to give you a spray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they're allowed to, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. Like, a CEO could walk into any business and go and just be like, you're fired. You know, you suck. But in football, it's like, no, they can't do that. Like, they shouldn't be involved. But I disagree. I think they should be able to have a say whenever they feel like it.
I totally agree. But it's... the new appointment's been announced though. We thought it was someone else, but it's actually Graham Harvey for Wynnum Wolves.
Oh, Wynnum Wolves, yeah.
Back to that one, yeah. So Graham Harvey's taken over. Graham coached me Western Pride.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago when I played for him there. He's a good coach there, so another good coach they got in. Yeah. It's definitely going to help them and go on further and
it's
their club.
It is a good appointment. I don't know, Graham's pretty strict in his way, so hopefully he rates the son. So, if he doesn't, it might be a problem.
Yeah, it might be a problem. I remember a few years ago when I played under him.
Yeah.
And I told him he coached like a school teacher because he's a school teacher.
Yeah.
And I remember 5 weeks later he subbed me off and he mentioned it. He brought it up, so I got under his skin.
So you upset him a bit?
Yeah, I upset him a bit. So, he's an easy target.
Yeah, well, school teachers, there's nothing against school teachers. I'm one.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few school teachers in the league. Joey Duckworth, Chrissy Meyer. A few school teachers floating about.
100%.
It's popular, but... Obviously, he might get his whiteboard out.
They don't anyone be school teachers this day, don't they?
Yeah, because they need too many. They need you. There's no teachers.
There's not many teachers?
Nah, 40% of teachers quit in the first, I think, 5 years.
Is that because of
It's just too stressful and kids can be pretty ruthless. I'm in a good school, so I don't have any dramas, but yeah, if you go, depends on the school, 40% quit in the first 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, so it's hard to get teachers these days.
Great. Like, honestly, it's good money being a teacher as well once you get qualified and stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad.
How can you 9 till 3 every day and you're turning down what's too stressful about
that? It's not 9 to 3, okay. I'm at a private school. I get there at probably 7:30 and leave about 4:30, okay. So it's a big day, but we get compensated with the holidays. 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, then 2 weeks off, and then 8 weeks off. So I'm not complaining. I'm happy.
Yeah, but most lads that do the sport and play football are like sciencey stuff, and they do physical education and stuff. Yeah. But you're more nerdy, you would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I am a nerd, and I used to be ashamed of it, and I'm not anymore. I own who I am.
You own who you are?
Yeah, maths teacher, absolute nerd, but I like it. I love it. So.
Yeah, good. You may have noticed we've got a few other people joined us on the couch today.
Yeah. Strange ex-misses.
Got a few 2 sausage dogs and a beautiful dog here.
Yeah.
That loves to join in and hang out. So.
Yeah, hopefully they'll chime in at some point when we run out of things to say.
They will. Yeah, they will. Big news for us as a company as a whole for Be on the Couch.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, we're trying to develop and go further and
take us
to the next level. We have actually got major news. We've got a new sponsorship deal come on board.
We have. So the legend in Queensland football, TC, Tommy Carroll, he's stepped away from the subs bench. So he's got a bit of spare time, and he probably wants to, increase his portfolio in business. So he's sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Total Compression is our first sponsor, so we just want to say thank you to TC.
Thank you to TC, and thanks for leaving the subs and joining us.
Yeah, thank you. We've actually got the skins on underneath. But we won't show them, it's a bit chilly.
Yeah, it is a bit cold.
But, so thank you. And
thank you, TC.
Yeah, hopefully we'll, get more gear as it goes along.
More gear is coming along. Yeah, I know TC sending some through now. And I know we're in talks with another company. Next week, so
we are. Yeah, so big things might be coming.
Big things definitely coming.
Can't fight it, don't hide it, just ignite it.
So the results around the ground. It wasn't a great week for tipping. I've come off bottom. I'm now 7th, just below you. We're on the same point. So
you've moved up.
Moved up. I'm climbing. But there was a few shocks. So we had GC Knights drawing with Willawong at home.
No one would have got that one.
No one got that. It was a bit surprising, really. Them not to score. Like Willawong haven't been. Like I've played against them, I wouldn't say they were a really good defensive side. So I was a bit surprised. Like they must have just not been firing.
Not good for Knights. Poor, they would have come away with that very disappointed, wouldn't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Not to even get a result. I thought that was going to be maybe 3 or 4 would have blown out.
I think everyone expected
good
that.
for St George Whittle, and we spoke about them last week in the struggle, and it's good to get a point there. So hopefully that builds them and
gets them a bit of momentum.
Get momentum for them, yeah.
Yeah. So we had Brisbane City versus Gold Coast United. Brisbane City were 1-0 up, and then you came off injured, and then they equalised.
We equalised. I know.
Equalised.
Great substitution.
Sometimes it's good though, isn't it, when you come off and you just realise they could do it without me.
Do it 100%.
So
I was buzzing. Yeah, late winner. They would have been gutted, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
Brisbane City, good side, but they would have been.
They would have been.
They'd give it to us at the end.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Is what it is. No, I don't think many people would have got that one, would they?
No, I think a couple of people might have.
A lot of people were tipping us. Gold Coast United.
Well, that was our bonus round, so it was points wise. Like picking the score. So no one picked the score, so a couple had the result.
Yeah, righto.
We had Lions 2-0 versus Wynnum, which was expected, I guess. Wynnum coming off the coach, leaving. I don't know if Graham Harvey was in by then, so...
No, they held off well, Wynnum until later, but then, Lions are a bit.
Well, they've got a good side, Wynnum, so I expect them to do fine. So Morton City versus Peninsula Power, which was a bit of a, like Barcelona-Dortmund. Not Barcelona-Dortmund. Who did Barcelona play in there? Barcelona-Inter game.
Inter.
So it was 3-3. So Power went 1-0 up, 2-1 down. They went up 3-2 in the 93rd minute, and then in the 95th minute,
2
Morton City equalised.
extra time goals.
Yeah, 2 extra time goals. So they would have thought that they were winning.
I know.
Obviously buzzing, and then Morton City.
I saw Conor McKenzie scored the third for Penn Power, header. He's there right back. He come up and scored from a corner. And I thought that was crossing it. I thought they were won.
Yeah.
I thought that was it, and they would have been celebrating. Great little. Good not to give up for Moreton Bay. Imagine that 93rd minute. You think the game's over, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. It's big. Like Penn Power just rides that massive wave of making the comeback, scoring the winner, and then just deflation. Because that's like a win for Moreton Bay. Like when you get that last minute equaliser. But for Peninsula, it feels like a loss, doesn't it? Like because you're celebrating in the 93rd, like we just won.
Both come away with 1 point, but you definitely come away with more confidence.
So it's a good 3-3 draw. Pretty fair. I think a few people did tip that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next game we had, and that was the last game of the week, was Eastern Suburbs versus Olympic. East got the win 1-0. I think most people picked East to win after their win against you boys. Getting a bit of momentum.
Yeah. Definitely getting momentum
it's
now.
It's a bit of a buzzword that this week, isn't it? Momentum.
Momentum.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
No, good for him.
So most people picked that. We have had 2 midweek games that just happened last night. Do you want to talk about it, or should we leave it?
Oh, we can talk about the midweek games because it is Wednesday now. So
you lost 5-1 to Brisbane Royal Youth.
To Brisbane Royal
How
Youth.
did that feel? I'll just let you take the floor here.
I don't know how you say. I don't know how to feel. That was awful.
Yeah.
They're a good side this year. I know you like to slag off the Royal.
No, they are.
System,
they've got
but
kids training full time.
Definitely, and they've got some good players in there. They moved the ball well. They played out well. I thought their wingers were dangerous, attacking for it dangerous, but we were just awful. If you watch the game back and stuff, and you just watch the work rate and just it was just one of those games where it wasn't coming off for us. We weren't taking our chances and.
Yeah, it's what it is, isn't
it? And they took it is what it is. It's a long drive home. I got home at 2 a.m.
Oh, brutal.
Last night, and it was a long way to think about every goal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
5 goals to think about.
And those games, it's not often in this league, because we've always been in half-decent teams that you get dusted 5-1 or 6-0 or something like that. But those games are just horrible to be in. Because it feels like every time they get the ball, they score, and it's just like, whoa. After 3-0, you kind of where do we go from
Well, when that third one went in, then the fourth one straight after, then the fifth, and that's just straining. And it was an an own goal and then another goal, and it just ended up being...
There's a few good goals in the game though, I think. Our goal of the week is going to
Well,
come.
we actually do. We have our segment goal of the week, and this week's goal of the week was, to be fair, I want a big shout out to this guy because he hasn't scored in the NPL at all. This is his actual first ever goal, and what a way to crack it off, really. He's been playing NPL for a few years now, and yeah, to get your first goal at 21 and be buzzing.
Oh, that's good on him. I think I did watch a bit of the game. He was kind of looking a bit space cadetty, a bit out of it during the game, especially at the start, just getting his way in.
Yeah.
He built through the game and he got that goal at the end.
Great goal at the end, great finish. He really sent the keeper the wrong way, and it's just one of those ones where he just connect with the ball well. No keeper in the world is going to save it.
Yeah, so it didn't come off his shin.
No, I don't think it come off his shin. It might have come off his shin.
Well, did you want to watch it?
Yeah, we'll put it up and we'll be the judge. But this is our goal of the week.
Goal of the week. Good pass from your player.
Yeah, Brady.
Good clearance. Ball comes in. Oh, good turn. Ball comes back in. What a finish. Just like how he glanced at 5 goals.
Great finish.
Because sometimes you've got to open up your ankle, don't you? That was good. He should be proud of himself. So his first goal.
First ever goal in NPL. He sort of, but you do expect your player to come with the left foot there, but he has gone outside of the right foot and it's worked well for him.
Yeah, I rate it.
And it's a great goal. It was at the wrong end.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest. It will be like,
okay.
It was at the wrong end. He was playing on our team, and that was a goal for them.
But he broke his duck.
But he did break his duck, and like he had to drive home with me after the game, and you can imagine how I was after the game.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, especially when someone's had a mingle like that. You can't look him in the eyes, can you?
Can't look him in the eyes. No, we made him sit in the back.
Yeah,
put him in the child seat
and make him have to pay for Maccas on the way home.
Yeah. He wasn't allowed Maccas.
Yeah, nowhere near the Oaks court either. not in charge of anything.
But no, great goal, and well done to Harvey Pope.
Harvey Pope, well done.
Goal of the week.
Well done. Should be proud of yourself, mate.
Can't fight it, don't hide it, just ignite it.
So there's some news I saw on Instagram the other day. Player played in the NPL Queensland for a few years. Got around FQPL. Recently was in the NPL Victoria. Won the grand final. Xander Guy. Have you played with him?
I played against Xander. I haven't played with him.
Yeah, I played with him. Great lad.
Good lad. Yeah, I've heard he's a good guy.
Good lad. He's recently retired at the ripe old age of, I think, 26.
He's retired?
Yeah, he put a big statement out retiring.
No way.
I don't know if you... Can you
I didn't even know.
Can you retire from a hobby? Like, I don't know. Can you tell me? What do you think? Because I love Xander. And I've retired too. But I don't know if it's retirement, if it's a hobby.
I don't know.
Yeah. You think people online go like, put a big post up, like Sheila, 50 years old, goes, I've just retired from crocheting. I've had a good 30 years, I got sore fingers. You know what I mean? You don't really retire, do you, from hobbies?
Well, I don't know. Was he posting it on Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, Instagram.
Well, to his friends, I guess.
Yeah, I'm only playing. He's had a great career. He won the league and grand final with Avondale.
Yeah,
recently. But yeah, just obviously had enough, which I get. I mean, I'm in the same space.
Yeah, shame he's retiring.
Yeah, it is. I get that though. I was in the same spot.
Yeah.
You know, you get over it. I don't know about you, but since from a 26 to 30, I was like, I don't want to play. But good on to him. Good career. Finally, just gets to do what he wants and have his Saturdays back, and it's a good feeling. Let me tell you that.
It did. I remember I believe it was him. He did a video vlog once when his team went and played in Australia Cup game.
He did. Yeah.
And he cut the boys' hair, and he
did a few trims. He's a good trimmer. I think he gave Jesse Rigby his second last haircut that he'll ever had in the change room at Penn Power. Yeah, he was giving out good ones. He was good. So good on him. Maybe he can go back to the barber shop and get some haircuts in.
There's always one barber in every team, isn't there?
There is.
We've got one in our team, young Theo. He trims.
Yeah.
I need to do mine, but yeah, there's always one barber in every team, isn't there?
Usually, they say they're a barber. I don't know if I trust them.
You're thick, innit? If you're a hairdresser.
Yeah.
You're thick. Is that the same with barbers?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to do, that little line on the side and do it straight. Got to get a ruler out.
We'll do the eyebrows.
Yeah, do the eyebrows.
Yeah.
There's too many haircuts now. How many are there? There's like burst fade, mid fade. I lose track.
Yeah.
You saw me a couple of weeks ago. I had an absolute minger of haircuts because we got lost in translation.
Yeah, I know. They say these terms to you, but you got no idea, do you, mate? You just want it to fade. You want it to blend in. Is that the word? Blend in.
Yeah, blend it in.
Free to a scissor cut on top.
Yeah, nice.
You know what I mean?
And that's how you ended up like this.
Yeah, I know. With a
hat on.
with a hat on and a mullet.
Yeah. No, they're usually survive. I think it'd be good if everyone in a team had some skill they could bring. You've usually got a couple of tradies Yeah. Help you out if you get stuck. What would you bring to the table?
Well, what do I bring?
Yeah.
Just
banter.
Fame and banter. YouTube vibes.
Real vibes.
Yeah. Shout out to our live crowd giving that explanation there. The old vibes. Actually, you're saying right. Some boys, it is very handy when you have got someone in the team that is specific in a trade or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, one of the boys the other week turned up to training. His car broke down.
Oh yeah.
A few 100 meters away. Anyway, one of the young lads, Result, he's got a tow truck, isn't he? His dad owns a tow company.
No kidding.
Anyway, he offered to tow him for a small fee.
Well, you got to make money somehow. How much was it?
on the back of his, well, he had the Ute and he's going home, and he's like, I can just tow it up and take it on. But no, he said, I'll do it for a small fee.
Yeah, well, you got to make money. I guess you mustn't be getting paid enough at GCU.
No. That's gold.
That's good. That is good. Yeah, you do need a tow truck. Like, I've never broke down, but I'm sure you see enough people on the highway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, pests when they turn up, they always say you can't. I've been caught up with a few crashes, not me involved in them, but like turned up and they try and entice you to sign this. Let me take your truck. Yeah. Your insurance can't cover this. But most of the time it can. Yeah, I'm with Amy, mate, Yui or whatever. Yui, pick me up, wherever I am.
They're dodgy lads, but he's obviously a dodgy lad in your team.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Well, another thing we saw, so I have never seen this video, and I think, well, we haven't even spoke about Champions League, so obviously Champions League's happened, the semi-finals are done, which probably lays into the next point, so Arsenal got knocked out.
Yeah, it was.
Barca got knocked out. It's the final no one really wanted.
No, not the two me and you didn't predict, was it?
Yeah, into PSG. I think PSG will win.
Yeah, Inter Milan were good though. It was the first I probably really watched them that last game.
I just think PSG have too much firepower and they play too well. I think they'll win.
Yeah, they've got a good score.
But I think I found the reason why Arsenal got knocked out and why they've not won anything under Arteta.
Yeah.
It's probably the cringiest team talk I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. Okay, I don't even want to go into it too much. I reckon we should just watch it and then we can comment on it.
Yeah, right? And if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, you need to watch this one because you just see it, you cringe at it.
It's outrageous. You can probably listen to it, so we'll put it on.
Edison invented the light
bulb.
Today I want to see a team that is
connected
because a bulb by itself is nothing. I want to see a team that is connected with each other and that shines. And you want to transmit to
Mate, it's unbelievable.
Light and energy and passion and how you play football.
Okay, first point. He's obviously had this idea. He's gone to Bunnings. You know what I mean? Because he's not just gone, he's not just got a light bulb and a cable lying around and a battery.
No.
Because it was on a cable, so he's gone, alright, I've got this team talk, I'm going to go to Bunnings, get myself a light bulb, cable and a battery. He's took it into the change, he's gone, this is going to kill. This is going to kill. And he's given his spiel. If I was in the change room, I would have laughed. There's no way.
I remember you sent it to me, it was 3 seconds and I went, I cannot watch this.
It's embarrassing.
This is embarrassing. No wonder why they lost. Bunch of fannies, they deserve to lose after doing that.
They were not connected.
They're not connected.
Like a light bulb, they didn't shine. It's not on.
It was embarrassing. I would have laughed. I think I would have cringed at that moment. It would have. Yeah, look at some of the faces as well by some of the players.
Yeah,
and who the hell is Edison?
Edison. You don't know Thomas Edison? He invented the light bulb.
Is that what that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was true.
Good to see you smart, mate. Good to see you go to school. That's when you skip school to play FIFA for 3 years.
You know what I think it's all about? Edison. Man
You thought it was Edison?
I'm thinking, why is he talking about a geezer from another team?
Wow.
Like an old club. I'm thinking.
Nah, mate. Thomas Edison invented the light
bulb. Righto. Well, who cares?
Well, I'm glad you're learning things. We can learn things on this podcast.
Yeah. Well, why is that? Well, it's useful to me now.
Well, no, it's just like, it's not really that. It's just common knowledge, really. It's what happens when you go to school. You pick these things up, you might.
Yeah. Well, FIFA, I was good at FIFA.
You were good at FIFA. I guess it's transferable skill, isn't it? Like,
it is.
Why go to school if you can get a really good ultimate team?
Exactly right. I was always going to be a semi-pro footballer and a part-time FIFA player. So like, I'm not.
Yeah, well, you made it.
You know what I mean? I've made it.
You had high dreams and you made it.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been in the change room for some good team talks where you're just like buzzing, and I've been in there for some honkers. Have you had them like, because every coach is different, have you had coaches where they get so emotional in their team talk, they're like on the edge of crying and their voice is going a bit? It's like, bro, it's relax. It's semi-pro. Chill out. Have you had that?
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
emotional. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No.
Nah, you're definitely right. Yeah, but it is. I don't know. I've been thinking about it all day, all the time. You're going to be emotional about it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like I got perspective. Like whenever we're playing and everyone's like, "Oh, like, this is so sad." I'm like, "Bro, like we're in the second league with Australia. Like it's fine."
Yeah.
Like I know people love the passion of it and stuff, but I don't know. It doesn't have to be that deep, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be that deep.
And then I get him like trying to rev the boys up, and that's filmed. Like that was when I think they must have been doing that documentary.
Yeah.
So imagine the ones he's done when no one's there. Like he probably pulled out a shovel and goes, "Boys, today we are going to dig in deep. We're going to dig deep and win." He just has a shovel.
Oh mate, I'm so glad they lost after seeing that video.
Same.
So glad they lost. And the best video going around on the internet at the moment is definitely the Declan Rice video.
Which one?
I don't want to have a career where I've not won nothing, you know.
Oh, do us a favour.
And his only trophy was with West Ham. Only trophy was West Ham.
Absolutely.
To be fair, he did get a man of the match trophy for his 2 free kicks.
Did he?
Don't know if that counts.
No. Oh, I guess he can claim that.
Yeah,
Only
he
later
can
in
claim
life. That's the best one going on the internet at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
And the best thing I've seen at the moment is definitely Alex Arnold.
Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jude Bellingham, the AI that you sent me.
Yeah, I said it, and him getting booed at games. And I told you, bro, because if you're passionate about your team, and this boy should be, you would not be leaving, no matter what offers you get.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Like, if he fully loved his team, but like everyone loves Stevie G. Stevie G was trying to leave Liverpool to go to Chelsea, but just because it fell through, not on his end, that everyone still loves it. But I don't know. Jamie Carragher's having a thing online. It's like, yeah, bro, if Real Madrid came in for you, you don't even know what that's like because he wasn't that good.
Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, he's always having a crack, but you never know. You can't say until someone's Jared Bowen. I guess he's not from West Ham, but if Real Madrid came in for him, you'd be like, go.
Jared.
Yeah. You wouldn't hold it against him, Jared Bowen, if he went.
I think Danny Dyer will.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he
I
might.
think we're relying on him. West Ham fans are relying on
Seriously,
Danny Dyer to keep Jared there because, yeah.
It's the only way you'll keep him.
100%. And hopefully Potter can bring in some players and
Yeah, well,
cement more his style. But
good news for West Ham. They recently went from 17th up to 15th, and what we were saying last week about it being the worst Europa League final of all time, it is. So Man United are 17th, and Tottenham are 17th, and Man United are 16th, but 16th versus 17th in the Premier League in the Europa League final for a spot in the Champions League. So one of them's going to get in the Champions League from 16th or 17th in the league.
it's crazy, isn't it?
It's nuts. It's nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, when is the final? Is it long until it
It's like
starts?
3 weeks. It's usually
3 weeks away.
after the season, yeah, they give them let the
talk
season
about it
finish,
closer.
have a week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll review it closer, but it'd be big for both clubs. They both need it.
Yeah.
They both need it. For United, it'd be massive just getting in the Champions League. They'll probably attract another couple good players. And Tottenham need it because obviously they need anything they can get.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to see Ange facing some tough questions if they win or lose, you know? Either way, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good, so we'll see how we go when we
See
get
how we
closer
go.
to it.
Yeah,
Can't fight it, don't hide it, just ignite it.
cocktails are beautiful.
Yeah, so looks good on you. So we got the fixtures up for this week's games, just
For
so
the
we can have a
NPL
quick
fixtures.
chat about them, the NPL Queensland games. So,
Oh, we had the midweek games, didn't we? Because we had the bonus points this week. didn't we,
yeah,
for
but
the-
it's been cancelled.
The
For the
Peninsula
tipping.
Power, Gold Coast Knights. Was that a Gold Coast Knights ground, was it?
Nah, Penn Power, so
It
it's
was
been
Penn
cancelled
Power.
today, yeah, so it must have been a bit of rain or something, pitches aren't ready.
Penn Power, yeah, because Gold Coast Knights probably wouldn't have been out of the field of the game.
Nah,
Not with the amount of rain we had in the Gold Coast recently.
nah, it's not good.
No, so no bonus game for that one. That's
No
it.
bonus point midweek, but we move on.
We move on. Not that anyone's going to get it anyway, are they?
Well, probably me, but that's right. So we got Sunny Coast Wanderers versus Willawong.
Yeah.
Up Sunny Coast, I think it could be a draw that one, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I don't know, so Willawong, good result for them. 0-0, so them to bounce back again. Good chance for them. Big game, innit?
Yeah.
Whoever loses that is
It's starting to be the cellar dweller, aren't
It's
you?
going to be the cellar
Looking at that
dweller.
wooden spoon.
definitely, and you're looking at probably going to get relegated, aren't they? So I think this is a massive game for both teams to turn
Big
it
game,
around.
big game. So we'll see how they go. I think, it's tough going up to Sunny Coast, isn't it? And like they've done alright in a couple of games. So I
Yeah.
reckon draw or Sunny Coast for me.
Yeah, they seem to be gelling together more, Sunny Coast, you know.
Yeah.
Bit of a team. Got Rigby in there, haven't they? Though, so that's why Rigby's just the heart and soul of everything.
He isn't he? The glue.
Connects everything.
The connector.
Yeah.
Morton City versus Wolves.
Yeah.
I think Wolves, obviously the new gaffer. You can always get that bounce back, can't you, with a new gaffer?
Definitely.
Everyone puts in a bit extra.
Yeah.
And Morton City, obviously good team at home. I think, honestly, I'd probably back that to be a draw or Wolves. I fancy Wolves there.
You do fancy Wolves, but you're saying I'm waiting for Morton City to slip up, and they're not. They're still playing some good football.
Yeah.
When I watch them play, I think they're a good team. They're playing some good stuff. They've got some good players in there, wanting the ball, moving the ball well.
Yeah, definitely.
So they're not like they're going to slip up anytime soon.
No,
so
if they don't have Smith and Quinn Jones, like you were saying, if they're out, they conceded 3 against Power, so Wolves have a good strike partner.
They do have a
team
good,
up there, so I think they could get a few goals for sure.
Definitely, and if they bounce back, hopefully Graham Harvey, he will put them into gear.
Oh yeah, they're getting fired up.
100%. So yeah, Graham Harvey will have them going.
They'll have them doing their homework.
Yeah, he's doing his. Graham Harvey, do your homework. Yeah.
Next we got Eastern Suburbs versus Gold Coast Knights. East have been going alright. The Knights obviously have a bit of a slip up, so that might be an pretty evenly matched game.
Yeah.
Might have to check what the bookies are saying about that. So I reckon you can probably get some good odds on the draw or East.
On East, yeah. Is it at East at home or away? Easter at home.
At East, I reckon that could be decent.
Yeah, Gold Coast Knights, they need to find their pace and they get on their roll. Once they get going, they usually don't stop. But it's pretty close at the top. And
yeah, I don't know if they got a full team or if like Max Brown's out or a few players are out.
Yeah.
But
makes a big difference when a player's out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
1 or 2 players. Even at the top teams, like I know in our teams or even the lower NPL teams, if you have 1 player missing from that starting 11, you struggle.
Yeah.
Don't you? So, and even at the top teams, it's mad. Those crucial moments, you might think it's nothing. You think, we can replace it with this young kid who's just as good, and that. But what that guy actually brings is something.
It makes everyone else feel better, doesn't it? When you have your better players playing, it makes everyone else more confident.
100%.
I actually have a story. I think I've told you this. So you remember how 2023 I didn't play for the year, and I had the full year off. But in mid-season, I actually signed for Knights to go and play, and I trained for a couple of weeks. But I had an issue with my foot, and I was in heaps of pain, so I was like, I just don't want to play.
Yeah.
But I trained there for like 2-3 weeks, and Max Brown, I know his name's Max. I called him Mitch, and I couldn't stop. So my brain just kept going, Mitchy. I kept calling him Mitch. I think it's because of Mitch Nichols used to be there, and he used to be in the team. I just kept calling him Mitch. And I don't know if he picked up on it, but I used to just be like, what the fuck, just stop calling him Mitch, it's Max. And then I'd be like, Mitchy, give me the ball. And I was just like, fuck, I just couldn't stop calling him Mitch. I did it for like 3 weeks. It was embarrassing. I don't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh well, we live and we learn. So next we have Royal Youth versus Brisbane City. Royal Youth on a bit of a run at the moment. Brisbane City doing alright too, so I think it's going to be a decent game.
Well, I say Brisbane City doing alright. Would you say that they've had 2 games where they've been leading 1-0 against us till late, 3-1 against Lions up, and letting it slip? So that's not good, is it, for a team to let results go like that?
And Royal Youth are looking good attacking, so I feel like Royal Youth could snag a win here.
Definitely, they did look good the other day. They got the same sort of lineup they had, but they can be.
Yeah,
they can be up there. And
that's another one for the odds. I might check the odds on that bad boy.
Yeah,
we'll have a look. GCU versus Queensland Lions.
Yeah, well,
so if we're going off form, Lions are going to spank you.
Yeah.
But it's at home. A bit of a drive down here, and you're a better team at home.
Well, as I said, the game on Tuesday I got reversed because of the rain in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I could potentially see this one getting reversed as well.
Maybe.
So Brisbane to Lions ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, another tough one. They don't like coming down to us, Lions. We've had a better of them, I think.
Yeah,
Some games when they've come to Gold Coast United, but as if you want to travel down here on a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Pretty sucky, and they're not up for it. They're a good footballing team. They get the ball on their deck, try and play, use the width of the field, but it's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Not easy. It should be a good game though. I think I'll back Lions for that.
Yeah.
No offence.
No, I don't blame you. I know you're trying to get behind me and
I try to support you, but I'm not going to take the piss.
And I'm, and to be truthfully honest, I'm trying to support myself as well.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean?
You've got to be positive.
I'm sacrificing a few, maybe points
by just picking
these results. But
well, Maltby's been doing the same. He's picking Wolves. He's up the top of the tipping leaderboard.
Yeah, but Maltby makes a difference. He's a goal scorer, isn't he? I'm not.
No.
I'm a box-to-box worker.
Yeah, what do you even do?
Doggies, mate.
Yeah.
Doggies.
Good to see.
Yeah, run it and win it back.
Yeah. Someone's got it.
Someone's got it,
Especially when your team gives it away as much as yours does. Someone's got to win it back. But last game, we got Pen Power Brisbane Olympic.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, good game. Pen Power, when I used to play there, we usually got a win against Olympic. Yeah. So I think I backed Pen Power for that.
Do you?
Yeah, at home.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I win this. I might have gone a draw for that game. But, no, Olympic can be good. It can be hot and cold. They have got a good side. They've got some good players. So.
They do.
One of those games could be a good game.
A lot of good games this weekend.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a lot of upsets in there. Like different results going on. You think like a team's on a roll, they get going, and then another team that's been poor gets a few results. So it's pretty competitive league. No team's really running away with it as of yet. I don't think.
I'll bring the table up so we can have a look. So this is the table at the moment. You can see the form. Got Queensland Lions in a bit of form. 4 on the bounce.
Oh, we got them. I didn't know they're at the top.
Yeah, so they're first. You're 4th, so you're still in the run for the finals, but you do have an extra game played.
That's alright though.
So yeah, it's good. Eastern Suburbs, only 5 games played already. Like, how far are we in the season?
Well, that was round 9, wasn't it? I think the most recent one was meant to be round 9. So we're 5 games in, 4 games behind.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
So yeah, it's going to be hard to really tell how everyone's going. Oh, Lions are on the top because they've played 8 games, I just realised. So they must have the best pitch.
They have got the best pitch.
So it's going to be hard to tell where everyone really sits until everyone's got the games in hand played.
In hand, yeah, but it doesn't seem like anyone's running away with it. Like usually it's Knights or Lions and Power. One of them seems to be winning every week.
Yeah, where they're like 6 from 6.
And then it sort of blows out, and then there's only 1 or 2 challenges for that whole year. Yeah. Where now at the moment there's still 3, 4 teams probably competing.
Yeah, it might be
not more, 4, 5.
Might be the rain. You know that equaliser when the pitch is a bit soggy, the pitch isn't good to play on, and conditions aren't the best. It
definitely
sort of levels everyone out a bit.
And not getting that rhythm of games all the time. Midweek games are a big struggle for a lot of different. You know, people have different circumstances, don't they? So it is.
Well, you've got to like do all your vlogging in the day and do your videos and you go play. Like, it must be tough on you.
Yeah. Did you watch my video?
Nah, I missed this one. I haven't had a chance. I've been at work. You know what work is like when you go to
go to work. Yeah. 9 till 3, brother. You're a school teacher.
Yeah, it's difficult to
Yeah, I know, I wouldn't do it.
Nah, I got holidays soon, so.
Yeah. Well, you didn't watch my last video, my last Beyond the Ball?
No, not the one that just came out yesterday.
No.
I haven't had time yet. But
that was a bit different. That was a day in the life, bit of, like you said, a vlog to the Nick.
I like a bit of a vlog. I'm
different style, wasn't it?
Looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, it's a different vibe I've gone for. It just felt like it was getting a bit repetitive, you know?
Is your missus in it?
She does feature in it.
Oh, I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
Sarah will like it.
Yeah, I think the girls probably respond better to this. Yeah. They might think, why are you playing football? Just start farming.
Yeah.
All the time. Get vlogs on that. Modelling, yeah. I don't think so.
But I'm looking forward to watching it. I like a bit of a different vibe. I've been watching a lot of Clarkson's Farm recently. What a TV show.
What a TV show.
It's good.
I know. He's got a lot of money, that guy, though, to do that.
Oh, he's minted, yeah.
Isn't he?
And Amazon pays for it. Like, he proves that he's skint and he makes the dumbest decisions and loses all of his money. But he's rich, so it doesn't matter.
Look at this man up here.
Good looking man, isn't he?
Great looking man.
So he's won a few Ballon d'Ors. And there's been a lot of chatter in the news recently about who's the next Ballon d'Or going to be.
Yeah.
So it was Rodri, previously.
Yeah.
Who I didn't disagree with. I thought he was unreal in his position. But what's your thoughts? Who's your top pick or your top couple picks for Ballon d'Or this year?
Well, it's been a tough one, hasn't it? And it is tough when you don't follow the leagues all the time. You're sort of looking towards those big competitions to see who's performing well in those. Obviously, Premier League I watch a lot of, so you see all those players week in, week out, so you can make a decision on one of them. But the international teams, it's hard to, it's hard to have a look at and watch them all the time. Realistically, I don't think you can really look past one player, can you? And I think you're probably agreeing with me. Who it is, someone who's won the Euros. They've just been knocked out of the Champions League, but he's carried them the whole.
He's done well, hasn't he?
The whole way, hasn't he? So Lamine Yamal has definitely got to be up there. He just seems so weird because he's so young. You can't give it to him because he's so young, but he's the most enjoyable player to watch.
Yeah, like obviously in the Euros, like scoring that sick curler in I think it was the semi-final, and like pulling them back when they were down and out. He did it with Bicester as well. Like they're 2-0 down in the first leg, and he just shows up, cuts in, scores. He just has. Every time he touches it, he looks dangerous. I'd probably disqualify him for his TikToks that he does after games, but we're just going off pure football. For me, he's up there. He's up there. It's obviously not winning the Champions League. I feel like recently it's like you have to win the Champions League to win the Ballon d'Or. But like that doesn't make you the best player. Like a team wins the Champions League.
Yeah.
Not just one player. Like you've just got to watch all the performances and just be like, okay, you were the best.
Yeah. But the Euros is a massive competition to win.
Euros
anyway,
is
like,
huge, yeah, and like to do it.
He was the man in there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was the one that everyone wanted to watch. He was the best player.
Yeah. No, he definitely, and they have so many good players for Spain. Like they had such a good team, but he was like one of the standouts.
He shines in that team, which is exceptional.
At 17, just turned 18 now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good. I love watching it. You love seeing those new young superstars come through.
Exactly right. Yeah, and there's not really many others that you looked at. Mbappe sort of dropped off. He hasn't won anything, has he? So he can't. Yeah. He can't win it because of that reason. Pure and simply.
Guys have won La Liga. Miles won the Euros.
Yeah.
Semi-finals of the Champions League. Like watching the Inter team, they have a good side, but no one in that team you would ever say, like if you said to anyone who's your top 10 players in the world right now, no one would pick a single player from the Inter team.
No.
Like for PSG, you might pick Dembele, might be in your top 15.
Yeah.
Or top 10.
He's well spoke about, isn't he? By a lot of people.
Yeah, he's a good player, but I don't think he's been enough to be best in the world. And they've got that Kvaratskhelia, the left winger, the Georgian. He's a freak as well, but I don't think they've done enough to be.
We don't watch enough of them, do you? Like all their games,
but
you don't see
their
enough.
league as well, like they won the league by like 20 points, like a massive gap, and all the other teams aren't that good. As good as other teams like in the Prem and stuff. Like you can tell when the two of the worst teams in the English league are in the Europa League final.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't look good for other countries, but
I
think for me, it's got to be up there.
And then there's not really anyone else. I think Bellingham could have got it a few, but he's just not been.
No, he's dropped.
No Real Madrid players can get it. As you said, you've got to win something. You've got to be able to at the top competing.
Yeah. And they got rid of Ancelotti.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid got rid of Ancelotti, who's just been announced as the Brazil manager.
Yeah. For
the Brazil national team. So Ancelotti's gone there, and there's a new coach for Real Madrid, Xabi Alonso.
So going to Real Madrid, taking Trent with him, another Liverpool legend. Do you think there'll be a few more?
Oh yeah, true. I didn't think about that. The Liverpool connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Maybe obviously Salah's re-signed and Van Dijk's re-signed, so maybe Andy Robertson. He's probably too ugly for Madrid.
Any of the Liverpool players win the balloon deal? We didn't mention them.
Who are up there to win it, you think?
Yeah, like any of them, could you actually give it to any of them?
Mo Salah obviously for 28 goals, 18 assists so far. He could hit 30 and 20, which would be a crazy season.
That would be a crazy
season.
Similar
to like Thierry Henry back in the day.
Absolutely.
But I did look, he's another one as well, Salah, like he gets like 10 penalties a season, so it does inflate his goals a bit, but like, he could be up there, but...
He's too ugly to win it.
I'd say so.
Like because he's just an ugly looking fella, isn't he?
100%, I 100% agree. Like I think Messi and Ronaldo, when you watch them play football, he is levels ahead, but he's just uglier, so it just levels the playing field.
100%.
It's like, why has Wayne Rooney never won it? Or even been close, you know what I mean? You know? It is what it is. Like Bruno Fernandes, he's an unreal player, but his teeth don't fit in his mouth. And there's something going on physically with him, isn't it?
So they got no hope of winning it.
Nah, so he's not got a chance. He'd have to win the World Cup, the Euros, Premier League and Champions League. To win the Ballon d'Or, I reckon. He'd have to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
But it's not his fault.
Nah. Oh, well, it's getting late and you've got a heavily pregnant wife to get home.
I do.
37 weeks, is she?
37 weeks this week on Friday, so it's getting close to the business end. She can go any time now.
Any time now?
So yeah, I'm wasting my time here. I need to be home. I need to be on the road. 2 hours away.
You need to be ready.
Yeah.
And you don't know the gender of the baby yet, do you?
No, we didn't find out. We've been holding out.
Why I asked you that, because I remember you mentioned the other day that, me and my wife found out, or Lee found out about our baby, 12 weeks in, I think we found out the gender of the baby, and...
When you find out the dad. Just kidding.
Why are you bringing up something? Anyway, you went and got a scan done to find out the gender reveal, and they've come back to you and they give you a 70-30%.
70%, yeah. So Sarah was walking past, like we've talked about this, getting it in an envelope, and then maybe just the day before or around the time she's due, we open it just for a bit of a surprise beforehand, so it's just us. So she saw a place and she went in and it was $50 to get an ultrasound. And then they said, because the baby was so big and it's crunched up, that they couldn't tell for certain. So he's like, I'm 70% sure I can say. So he put it in the envelope. But I'm like, 70%? I'll win multis with better odds than that. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 out of 10 chance it's wrong.
100%.
Like, I don't know. So we were just like, there's no point. Like, it's only 20% better than 50%, which is what it is now.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of even looking?
That's crazy, isn't it? And they didn't give you money back?
No, I didn't give us the money back. I'm worried it's a penis though, because I'm like, oh, it's going to be tiny.
It's going to be a tiny, yeah. It's got his dad's dick.
Yeah. Can't help that. Can't help that, but...
Oh, I'm excited for you, mate.
Thanks, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm looking forward to it.
We'll hopefully keep the podcast going, but I'll be a busy man, so you might have to come up to me. I might have a baby on the next one, or the one after that, who knows?
You're breastfeeding.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to hope to not breastfeed myself. Hopefully Sherry's got that duty down, but I have been not happy with how I look in the mirror. No. So when I sit down, it's a bit... You sit down when you're not... And it just feels wrong.
But you're not playing... You're not staying active though, are you?
No, well,
you're not running.
I've started. I do run probably a couple times a week.
You have been running?
Yeah, it's not far.
Why?
Just so
responsibility.
I just don't want to get fat.
Yeah. I don't know why they're like.
I just don't want to get too fat, and I started doing a bit push-ups, chin-ups. I got a little squat rack I bought, so I was at home. So I'm trying to stay fit.
Yeah.
So I don't want a full dad bod.
Nah.
We'll see how we go.
No, I'm excited for you.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, all good. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
This episode
9.
Episode 9.
Well, I left my cup, so...
Did you leave your cup?
Don't worry about cheersing.
You can have me cup, the kids. Cheers.
Cheers. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Can't fight it, don't